As the days of the Biden Crime Syndicate come to a close, I thought it would be fun to recollect on Joe's four most infamous lies. Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Henry, and this is Conservative Commentary, where we spread the MAGA message. Before we begin, I'd like to ask you for a favor. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. This really does help us grow and spread the MAGA message. Now let's talk about Godfather Joe's greatest lies. Lie number 1. Hunter's laptop was Russian disinformation. You remember this BS, right? The Biden Mafia came out swinging after Amanda Devine uncovered the truth about the laptop from hell. Watch.
And I have to respond to that.
Please,
because look,
very quickly.
There are 50 former national intelligence folks who said that what he's accusing me of is a Russian plant. They have said that this has all the 5 former heads of the CIA, both parties, say what he's saying is a bunch of garbage.
You know, it makes you wonder how he got away with it for so long, doesn't it? I mean, really. Well, let's move on to lie number 2. I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings.
I have never discussed with my son or my brother or anyone else anything having to do with their businesses, period.
How many times have you ever spoken to your son about his overseas business dealings?
I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings.
Do you stand by your statement that you did not discuss any of your son's overseas business?
Yes, I stand by that statement. There's not a single solitary thing anyone said that was done wrong. I don't discuss business with my son because I don't want to have any knowledge of any, I don't want to be accused of, well, you talk with your son or you talk with your whomever. And so the fact is, though, everybody's looked at that. He did nothing wrong. Zero. I've never discussed my business or their business, my sons or daughters, and I've never discussed them because they know where I have to do my job and that's it, and they have to make their own judgments.
Why was it appropriate when you were the vice president for him to have foreign investments?
Well, the fact is I was unaware of his investments until it occurred, and I've never discussed what my son's business with him.
Remember how the narrative shifted after Jamie Comer and Jim Jordan began digging in on the Biden Crime Syndicate? It suddenly shifted to the president was never in business with his son. Doesn't this kind of arrogance just piss you off? Lie number 3. My son has not made any money in China. Here's a clip from Biden's 2020 debate with President Trump in which he says just that. My son has not made money in terms of this thing about, what are you talking about, China. Now, we all knew better, but Godfather Joe got a pass from the press even though Hunter accompanied him on Air Force Two to China, and there was irrefutable proof that Hunter received millions of dollars from China in, quote, an investment. Now, drum roll, please. Lie number 4. I will not pardon my son. Of course we all knew he would, but the real surprise was how the press turned on the Godfather. But he was no longer any use to them. Interestingly, Godfather Joe used the same allegation that President Trump did. That is, that the DOJ had been weaponized.
Let me ask you, will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes.
You have.
I'm extremely proud of my son, Hunter. He has overcome an addiction. He's one of the brightest, most decent men I know. And I am satisfied that I'm not going to do anything. I said I abide by the jury decision, and I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
Mr. President, do you plan on reviewing your son's sentence?
Good evening. We are coming on the air with breaking news tonight. President Biden has made a decision to pardon his son Hunter ahead of the transfer of power to President-elect Donald Trump.
Well, what do you think? Will Godfather issue more pardons to his family? Will he give himself a preemptive pardon? Please share your thoughts in the comments.